Hello there, welcome to Heart Explained Therapy. Now, have you ever considered there's an answer to all your problems? Have you ever really honestly thought about this? Is there an answer to all your problems? Now, I believe through conditioning, through um, sort of priming from our parents that caused us to learn this crystallized intelligence, we get stuck in believing that there's not many ways to change the older we get. And I've come to learn that we can change in a lot of areas. We can totally change and grow and actually become a better person. But what is the answer to all your problems? And is there a solution? Well, let's take some current problems that you might have. You might be technically unhappy in a relationship. Is there a solution to that problem? Well, I would say yes, you could step out of that relationship and end it. And then you will say, I live with this person and I can't go through the hassle of moving again, and they won't move out. So you put in a defence mechanism, another barrier of why you don't move out. Completely logistically fine, and I can understand why that's difficult. Then we say, well then first of all you're going to have to get a separate property if this person's not going to move out, and then do it. And then you will say, financially I can't afford that, I will need to get a better job before I do that, and I'm not getting a better job just because that person won't leave. Do you see how many barriers you're putting in place of not changing the thing that you say is actually technically wrong? The feature in your life, the obstruction, cannot be moved because of your own mind causing the issues that are logistically sound. Yes, they're solid problems that just need to be solved. Why do we do that? We do that because the actual truth, when you dig a little deeper, is all these aspects will be done instantly if you had any self-esteem, if you had any confidence, if you knew how your mind and your physical body interacted together. You would just always do the most simplest of tasks simply, and this would be easy for you. But you're emotional, you're biased to go towards something that replaces your low self-esteem. This person can occasionally treat you nice and some days aren't as bad as the others, so you put up with that. So what you say as a problem in your life that you technically want to change, and you know deep down that you should, because you've got this burning void inside your body that says you need to change, and it will probably come out in physical areas of your life and mental health areas, or you're probably drinking or smoking and doing all these bad habits that you don't want to do. It's because you haven't got the ability to solve the first problem, and that is quite simple. Be honest with yourself. When you say that, let's say it's a relationship and you want to change, ask yourself after all the barriers are gone, if you could move out, would you? If you won't, why? If that part would be solved, would you still? And you'll lead back to the very reason why you have no confidence, no esteem, and you're in the shit relationship. Because if you do everything just by chance, if you do accidentally come out because your parents have said you can stay at theirs, then you will still then just attract another miserable layabout, because you're just projecting your own shitty emotional feeling. It's just that simple. And this will go for jobs, this will go for family. The person that you don't get on in your family, your own mum and dad, they make me feel irritable because they always act stupidly. Well, don't you always react stupidly to them acting stupidly? Isn't that a reaction from you? Do you see how the the big mirror comes back and points itself directly at you and says, are you doing anything about it? You moan about your job all day long in your job, but you're not learning a new education to get something else. You're not applying elsewhere. It's because you technically love your job, and this is actually just making you feel better, that you ego defend while you can't change, while you can't expand, because you've probably got a shitty belief system that thinks that you can't do any better. Now that's just wrong. Ask yourself these deep questions, introspect your own mind and dissect the thoughts, dissect the feelings. Life, every part of life is just a huge guru like Buddha saying, testing you, saying challenges that you need to complete. And it's tough, it's suffering, life sucks most of the time. But you've got to suck it up, go to sleep and start again. Are you having the right amount of sleep for this challenge? Do you even see this as a challenge that you need to have sleep for? Or are you distracting yourself playing computer games? I know grown men over the age of 18 that still play FIFA and Fortnite on computer games. Ask yourself what else you could be doing in place of that. Because that is definitely just distracting your mind from something burning deep within, which is that you actually want to be an artist or a writer, or you want to actually get a job where you work for yourself, but you're not doing bugger all about that. You're distracting in your emotional feeling. And if these are partners that you think that this relates to, tell them, show them the video, call them out. Are you emotionally depressed because you seem to have takeaways all the time, and you seem to have gone from 9 stone to 12 stone to 15 stone? Highlight that and just say, are you really happy on that poor diet? Are you really happy getting diagnosed with diabetes at the age of 35? Is this something that you want to project into your future as a role model to your children? Or do you want to go to that uncomfortable thing that starts it all, which is an emotional trauma from the past that you're hanging on to? A past problem that gets highlighted every day through your experience. And you can change your future if you go there. If you go right into it and say, right, I'm going to uncover that. I'm going to question it, and I'm not going to listen to any more ego defences. I'm going to be honest with myself, and then I'll be honest with everybody else once I found out what this honesty is. What is my true mantra? Write down everything that you wish for and you want and go out and get it. As long as you can get to your deathbed and you have aimed for that list, you have done everything you was ever meant to do, and I bet you will feel 100 times better in the meantime on that story. Go for your goals, go for your dreams, and make the time that you're doing that feel great. Not selfies, not rejecting people, not avoiding negative people. Enjoy it because it's just you. It's everything that you're mechanically built for anyway. It's a lot more difficult to stay at home eating takeaways every day, playing the computer games, than it is actually going out there and getting your own business and losing loads of weight. Trust me, I know that, I've experienced it. That bit's easy. And it all starts with you just really opening up to everything about everything and really introspecting that.